This presentation was brought to you by the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club. For more information, visit our website, ncarc.net. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Good evening, this is Kilo Alpha 6 Echo Tango Echo. I'll be net control for this evening's NCARC Tech Net. Looking for check-ins. Anyone wanting to check into tonight's Tech Net, please call now.
Good evening, November 0 Echo Mike Papa, Greg in Fort Collins with Debbie K0DBE.
Good evening, how's Greg and Debbie doing today?
Doing good. Debbie got home before the snow started and made a wonderful cedar plank salmon dinner that we just finished. And looking forward to the net. 0 a.m.
Oh, that sounds better than mine. We just had chicken fajitas for dinner. But thank you for checking in. Anyone else want to check into tonight's Tech Net, please call now.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 4 Delta Uniform Sierra Horse 2 Mike.
How are you doing this evening, Mike?
Oh, much better being in my house. Being in the hospital for 4 days last week, so yeah, that part's good. I'm feeling better, and I'm not planning on doing that again.
Oh, sorry to hear that you spent 4 days in the hospital last week, but glad to hear you're back home and feeling better.
Zero Alpha Romeo Delta Ann in Fort Collins.
Good evening, Ann. How are you doing today?
I'm well, thanks. We just finished up some white chili and a nice salad and some homemade cornbread, so it's a pretty good dinner myself.
That's always good. Home cooked meals seem to always hit the spot, especially this time of year. But thank you for checking in. Anyone else want to check into tonight's Tech Net, please call now.
This is George AE0GM and Bertha checking in.
Evening, George. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I feel like the Steve Martin character in The Jerk, who was excited about the phone book coming. I got my new 2020 ARRL handbook.
I still haven't received mine yet, but it's always interesting to see what new stuff they have in them from year to year. I usually get the box set, so hopefully I get that soon. Thank you for checking in. Anyone else want to check into tonight's Tech Net, please call now.
80KI, Luke in Fort Collins.
Evening, Luke. How are you doing today?
Not too bad here. Just finished up supper and in the garage working on the motorcycle a little bit, and then later this evening I'll be hopping on HS and working some JS8. That's about it.
It is about that time of year for people to start getting their motorcycles cleaned up and ready for the warmer months. Thank you for checking in. This is Kilo Alpha 6 Echo Tango Echo net control for this evening's NCARC Tech Net. Looking for check-ins. Anyone wanting to check into tonight's Tech Net, please call now. Evening had a double there, but I did get Terry W0ASP. How are you doing this evening?
Better than I deserve.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Everyone deserves to feel good. Thank you for checking in. Doubling station. You want to try again, please?
Sure, KD0YOT, Scott Fort Collins.
Evening, Scott. How are you doing today?
Doing fine. Just home from work after dinner and just looking forward to relaxing and see what the topic of the day is for the Tech Net.
And definitely thank you for checking in. Anyone else want to check in for tonight's Tech Net, please call now.
This is Kilo Zero Lima Alpha Oscar, Kilo Zero Papa Romeo Bravo, Villa Luann and Loveland. Yep, had our dinner and looking forward to the next.
Yeah, thank you for checking in. Used to hearing Phil's voice saying your call sign, checking you guys in, but tonight it was different.
Yep, I got the button tonight where Phil doesn't. Ah,
It could be a good thing or a bad thing sometimes, but thank you for checking in. This is Kilo Alpha 6 Echo Tango Echo looking for check-ins. Anyone wanting to check into tonight's Tech Net, please call now.
Kilo Echo Zero, Yankee Yankee Tango, Tom in Wellington.
Evening, Tom. How are you doing today?
Oh, not too bad. Just got done eating dinner. Had a pizza. My wife and I are just sitting here watching old TV, getting ready to listen to the net.
Sounds like a nice relaxing evening. Thank you for checking in. Do one last round of check-ins. Anyone wanting to check into tonight's Tech Net, please call now. I hear nothing. We'll move on for topic of discussion. First, we'll start off with seeing if anyone has any questions they would like to ask the net. Please call now. I hear nothing. We'll move on to a topic I've been thinking about and constantly using different things and wanted to see how many other people use them, is the different features that APRS offers through their system. I know a couple of the features that are very little known by a lot of people, a lot of hams out there, is the APRS voice alert and the group messaging and bulletin announcements capability with APRS. I often wonder why a lot of groups, even for events and that, don't use the bulletin alerts with APRS system. They're generally tracking vehicles and rest stops and that, different events with APRS and voice communications, and it's fairly simple to set up a bulletin alert to where you could send out an alert, and everyone that has that group registered in their APRS system will receive a message all at once instead of trying to contact people individually. And it's, to me, a good way to get stuff out, information out to a group of people. Is there anyone listening that utilizes APRS voice or the APRS group announcements and bulletins, or different little known areas of APRS?
And zero EMP.
And zero EMP, Greg, go ahead.
We have an HF receiver, a remote HF receiver up on our property where there's no commercial power. So there's a solar panel, charge controller, and I use an Arduino, and a 200 milliwatt APRS module to transmit panel voltage, battery voltage, and load voltage, and inside and outside temperature. And it that's enough power to hit the eye gate over in Horsetooth and hit the internet.
I mean, that's a great way to use the APRS system, and the way it was designed for more than just tracking abilities. It was designed, and the purpose was sending packets of information through the APRS system to APRS users. One thing I've often wondered about, which is in this area, in a lot of areas, it seems like it would be, the group messaging would be a good aspect to use with the weather spotters out in the field. And a lot of them use APRS already, and if they set up the group messaging aspect of it, if there's a tornado spotted or if there is severe weather, that the net control that's monitoring the weather and the radar sees something coming, they can send out a mass message to everyone. I know APRS, you can receive APRS and beacon APRS whenever regular VHF, UHF communications aren't present, whether you're not close enough to a repeater or it's so broken up just because of the size of the data packets being sent, are able to carry further, and you can receive them and decode them with a lot weaker signal than you can with voice. Just something I've always wondered about, been curious about, as to why a lot more groups such as Skywarn, or even whenever Aries helps with communications for an event or something along the lines of that, they don't utilize more of the the APRS communication packets that are available. I know in order to set it up, I have it set up on my HTs and on my Kenwood D710 and the Yaesu FTM 400, and it's fairly easy to set it up. You just go into the APRS and go into group messaging, and then you can set an individual group name. You can have up to if it's 8 characters for the name, and you can do something as simple as, for an Aries example, R3D2 is a group name, and anytime a message is sent through the APRS system to R3D2, anyone that is monitoring that grouped APRS would receive the message. And the nice thing with the bulletin is the bulletin is sent, the packet is sent out every 30 minutes for 24 hours straight, or until you cancel the message from the originating station. Let the repeater reset and see if anyone has any questions or comments. KC0QOK, Marty, go ahead.
All right, so the originating state, so whoever sends out the group message, is there a way they can send that out just once? Because, I mean, it's like an event. We don't want a tornado warning going out over and over and over again, the same thing over and over. But isn't there a way to set that to where it only does it once?
Yeah, and what you can do in a case like that, if you only want a message to go out once or even twice, the originating station, you would send the message and wait for it to complete the send process, and then hit cancel. It seems like you're supposed to be at your radio anyway. You do that. The other aspect of it is, instead of a bulletin, you can send out, it's a group message, which will be sent out a total of, I believe you can set that for either 2 or 3 times that it'll be sent out. The purpose of sending it out more than once is because, as we know with APRS, the packet's not always received, where if it's sent out twice, every station is more likely to receive it at least once. The group message will send it as soon as you hit send, and then it'll wait 5 minutes and send it again, which in between there, you do have the option to cancel the message also after it sends the first time.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You could, yeah, that is a neat thing. All right, now let's let you go back to that KC0QOK.
And there's a lot of features that are available that can be used that not many people know about or are aware of, just because they're not widely used or advertised or pushed to any groups. But there's even outside of the group messaging, the APRS voice is a great way if you're in a group of people, or if you looking to use APRS to make contact when you're driving down the road. If you have your APRS set and use a 100 hertz tone for both transmit and receive, you don't have to mute the band that your APRS is beaconing on, and you don't have to turn the volume down. You leave it turned up, and the only time you'll hear the packet come across your radio is if the radio that's transmitting the packet is within simplex range. The 100 hertz tone will transmit through your radio. The eye gates and digipeaters will still receive the packet. They won't recognize the tone because they are set on the tone squelch instead of using a tone. That's another great feature that not many people use. And this is Kilo Alpha 6 Echo Tango Echo Net Control for this evening's NCARC Tech Net. Do we have any questions or comments for the net? Please call now. Yes, the main thing I'm trying to get at here is there's, even for someone with a technician license, there's a lot of different things you can use that are low power, low signal types of communications available outside of when, if you can hit a repeater or talk to someone, different ways to be able to test your capabilities and just have fun with it. And even went as far as you can configure your radio with the frequencies and that for when the International Space Station is flying over to beacon your APRS through the International Space Station. Well, it's not really a good way to constantly use APRS. It is interesting and kind of fun to see your packet being delivered somewhere or receiving a packet with the stamp with the route going through the ISS. Just gives you a broader idea of the capabilities of radio communications, being able to travel into space and then back down and receive them is kind of interesting to me anyway. This is Kilo Alpha 6 Echo Tango Echo Net Control for this evening's Tech Net. Do we have any questions or comments for the net? Please call now. Do we have any general questions or comments anyone would like to share or ask the net? Please call now. I hear nothing. I'd like to thank everyone that has checked into the net this evening and contributing to the topic of discussion. I'd like to encourage everyone, get out and try something new with communications and your radio. Try something that's outside of your comfort zone. Push your limits and your capabilities. Only way to learn is to try. And remind everyone, Wednesday evening is the NCARC Club Net at 6:30 with early check-in starting at 6 p.m. And this is Kilo Alpha 6 Echo Tango Echo Net Control for this evening's NCARC Tech Net. I'd like to say 7-3. Hope everyone has a good evening and look forward to hearing from you next week. Everyone has a good night.